Hello teacher, how are you? Today we're going to talk about a TED Talk video. It is about put a value on nature from Pavan Sukhdev. So I will talk about a little summary of the specific things that Pavan Sukhdev says in the video. So first, why we decide to put that title to my TED Talk video? Say Pavan. He designed as a name of put the value in nature. Why you think? It is simple. Because we as country we don't pay anything from the service that nature gives us. For example, you can ask United States of America, you can ask Spain, you can ask England, you can ask any potential country in all the world how much pay for the nature service that the planet bring, and I will say in all answers it will be a zero. So it is important that we base in a green economy. Why? Because we are done be creating awareness of that the damage that we are causing to our planet. Our planet is like the place that sustains all the life in the world. Without the planet, we don't are anything. So I think that we need to make like a program that identify each problem that we are providing a damage to the environment, and we need to do a program, as I said before, that give a solution from any problem that provide a damage to environment. So for example, in Honduras we throw any quantity of garbage in all places. Why? Because we as people from Honduras we don't create any awareness in the damage that we can create by throwing garbage in all places in the country. First, this garbage looks very ugly in our country. This from people that visit us, create like a bad image of us. This is number first, and this is the one that a president or authority can be worried, because they live about appearance. So if we have garbage in our country, we will create a bad appearance from us. This is number one. Number two, how many times this garbage will be in degradation? You think, for example, a bottle of plastic, how much time it will be from the degradation? It will be at least 100 years. So you think by only you drink a bottle of water in 5 seconds or 10 seconds, and then you throw, you need to create awareness that this bottle that you throw, it will be remain in the planet by at least 100 years. So it means that your children, your neighbors, your family, all the second, the third generation will suffer by the bottle of plastic that you throw. So in the video, talk about other point, that is that we are making deforestation from forests, but you don't know anything about what is the main function of the forest. For example, the Amazonas forest create rains in other place, and they don't pay anything for the rain that the forest create, because they condense the vapor of water that come from the northeast, and then this vapor of water condense and form rain in Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Paraguay, Uruguay, and this rain go to the Plátano atmosphere, to the Plátano biosphere that is in Honduras. Okay, so if we are deforest, this for we are if we are making deforestation in this forest, you think that this rain will continue? It is clear that not. So we need to create awareness because we are making a big damage to our planet and we don't know what we're going to do when this damage we cannot get back. So we are in the time that we can take advantage of the situation, create awareness before anything in schools, because we need to create this generation that will be the present and the future of us. I think that I am the present and the future of my country, my planet, and my family. And if I will want to maintain my family alive, I will need to make a change. So as Pavan said, he calculate or he measure how many species are before the Industrial Revolution and then after the Industrial Revolution. At least the 20% of all the species decreased because the Industrial Revolution. Why? Because this mean the Industrial Revolution means an increase of all the emissions from the GEI to the atmosphere. What means this? That we are making combustion of oils like as petroleum, substrates as carbons. We are making combustion of things or materials that release gases that damage the atmosphere, because this accumulates in the atmosphere forming a effect of forming a GEI, a green effect. So I think that we have opportunities to reduce this, because we cannot make activities that avoid the GEI, but we can make a good practice that reduce the impact of the emission of gases from the atmosphere. So I think that if we introduce this good practice to culture, a change can be like in this generation, the other generation, the other, and I will continue. So I think that we need to educate all generations, or future generation must be, to create awareness of the actual situation that the environment and the planet have. Because if you don't know, we are like in the climax of the problem. So if the decision of us, if we go down or go up, as Pavan Sukhdev said, if we don't create awareness of the magnitude of the problem that we are making, we'll go up. But if you create awareness of the damage that you are creating to the atmosphere, to the planet, to the environment, to other species, and you make a change in the way you live, in the way that you are, in the way that you care of the nature, we will go down. That means that we will be reducing the impact of all the damage that we are creating to Earth, and this means that we will be alive for many years. In the way that we are, I think that we don't have much time to be alive, because it will be like a time in which the Earth will be a planet in which we could not be, alive, in a place in which we could not live. It will be inhabited. Why? Because by the magnitude of the damage that we're creating, we know that it will be like a big explosion in which all that we know as nature will be deteriorated, will be destroyed. It will be a time in which we as humans will not get any natural resource, and we without natural resource we are not anything. So think, the planet is like the big commercial will be that provide all natural resources that in any other place we will get. So think, why you will destroy the place that get in which you get all the resources that you need to live. So as Pavan said, we are like in the situation in which we may invert in current environment. We will need a green economy. We will need to employ like new techniques, new practice that provide us like maintain our earth in a health way. So think, if you have earth in a health state, what do you think you will pass? The earth will recuperate all the damage that we create and will be like a point of be stable, like equal, in a point in a equal in equilibrium. So think, for my personal opinion, I want to have children. I want to have many generations after me. Though I think in other generation, and I take the decision to create awareness, to care about the environment, to think what are the good acts that benefit the earth, because we are the future, and without earth we are nothing. Thank you, teacher.